Thanks, Erin. Well, I first want to welcome everyone today, and thank you for joining us. It's very exciting for us to be at this stage in the process after publishing the report to be able to follow through and have a skill builder webinar like this. It's very exciting. So as Erin mentioned, oftentimes folks are doing surveys. They have questions of interest, but the data may not exist that are ready to answer the questions that they have. So either they have surveys that aren't working for them, or they don't have data systems that have the information that they need in them, and they may be developing those as well. And surveys can be a good way to get that information as long as they are useful and provide you the information that you need. So we have conceptualized the survey research process as 3 stages. So we have the first stage, which would be survey development, which corresponds to part 1 of our survey guide. The second stage, which is sample selection and survey administration, which would be part 2. And then the third, which is data analysis and reporting. Again, that's part 3. All 3 of these, while the first, they're all user-friendly. And again, if you want something in more depth, part 1 of the one that we're talking about today does provide in Appendix A some additional places where you can get those resources. So why develop surveys collaboratively? I think that's a good question, and we're actually going to put it out to the group first, because of course we have our own answer here because we created a guide. But let's first hear from you what you think the benefits are to collaborative survey development. And what might be your hesitation? So we have 2 chat pods that should have popped up on your screen. If you could take just a minute or 2 to respond to both of these questions, that would be great. So Emily, definitely having different viewpoints and perspectives, getting higher quality data and information. Kelly, oh, these are all great ideas popping in. Stakeholder involvement, we hear a lot about that in various different aspects of education now. Again, diverse perspectives, these are all great ideas. That buy-in is coming up as well. Hesitations, yes, too many cooks in the kitchen. It's hard to get everyone there to the room, even to have the cooks in the kitchen. It sounds like people are busy. Getting that honest discussion and dialogue, yeah, it takes more time. These are all very common, and we've heard them through a lot of the projects that we've worked on. This is great. Wonderful. There's a couple more people typing, and then we'll go back to the slides. So from our perspective, we believe that collaborative is a process that includes educators, researchers, and content experts. So especially within our context here at REL, we have researchers, and we've worked with educators, content experts. Often we think of our educators as our content experts, policymakers, state-level educators. But within a smaller context, it could be the similar people. Allows educators to leverage the expertise of individuals within and outside of their organization. So we saw that multiple people were saying, well, different perspectives could be a benefit for doing a collaborative survey development process. It's also a process that reduces the burden on any one individual. So although some of our hesitations might be the time and the burden to try to get everyone together, the reality is that when we collaboratively develop a survey, it's not just one person who is responsible for everything, and multiple people can share that burden, if you will. And it really has the opportunity to produce a high-quality survey that's relevant to multiple stakeholders. So especially if you're able to, let's say we're doing a survey in the schools, and you're able to get a teacher and maybe a student and administration in the room to develop a survey, you're going to have multiple stakeholders, more buy-in, as we saw people talking about as well.